Jalen, did you pick 97 or like intentionally, or did they give it to you?
I picked it. I asked for it I think it was last spring. I asked Coach Narduzzi for it, and he was all for it. You know, he was like, my work ethic matched that number, so he said I could win.
There's like a certain level of confidence to. It'd be like wearing, to be honest, it'd be one day like wearing 13 or 33 here.
Yeah, no doubt. I definitely, it's a lot of people like my coaches back at home in high school, like that's a lot of pressure. And I was telling them like pressure only bust pipes and make diamonds, and that's what our whole defense lives on. So we love the pressure. So that's why I wanted to wear that number.
Where did that phrase come from? Pressure makes diamonds.
My dad. I got that from my dad. I got a lot of little sayings from my dad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you know about the North Carolina quarterback, Sam Howell? I mean, and does he look like a normal freshman to you?
Not at all. Not by a long shot. He's real good in the pocket. He's like an NFL quarterback, the way how he can step up. Like for instance, if somebody rushing from one of his sides, he can step up or make you miss. So we got to do a good job of finishing plays if we get a chance to sack him and stuff like that. Not just put pressure on him, but finish the plays.
So I lining up next with Harbor. You've been able to help him in his development.
He helps me a lot too. Harbor, it feels like he's been here forever. You know what I mean? Like he's really good at communicating. He over communicates a lot, and I love that about him. He's always working to the ball and hustling to the ball. So it helps. It gives me a push. So.
Jalen, I was doing some research. There's 6 teams in the ACC in the top 20 in sacks, and you guys obviously are at the top of that list. When you look, do you watch other defenses in the conference? I mean, Miami's obviously got a pretty good pass rush. I mean, do you find yourself watching other teams, or are you just sort of wrapped up in what you guys are doing?
I always keep my eyes open and watch other teams, because I could be, whether it's high school or NFL or college, like I could steal a move from a dude just from watching that game. So I'm so happy that we got a bye week, so I could just watch college football and not be in it for a week. So that's going to be fun to watch some of the great pass rushers around the country and see them get out there and then try to use some of the stuff that they do and bring it on next Thursday.
You say steal. I'm curious. I mean, are you like DVRing stuff so you can go back to, or are you just sort of like in your head how do you, when you see something, how do you sort of make sure that, remember that when you get here?
So a lot of the times I follow like D-Line Viz on Instagram and Twitter, and that guy, he always posts like the best pass rush from that game, or if it's a primetime game. So I go back and watch it and be like, oh, here we go right here. But after the season, our media guy, Chad, he picks all the pass rushes in from college and stuff like that. So I always go back and rewatch it and see how can it apply to my game.
So what pass rusher have you stolen from?
Obviously I watch a lot of Aaron Donald, but from the college level, I probably watch a lot of the guys that's from my area, like Terrell Lewis at Alabama. He does a little bit of similar stuff that I do. Chase, he's a good person who he double swipes. That's the pass rush moves we do. He's really good at that. I watched that. Yes, sir. Last year I stole a move from DeMontre Jones. He plays with the Denver Broncos now. So it's just a lot of guys that I'm just looking at and watching. Oh, what can I do that helps my game?
What games are you looking forward to watching this weekend?
Alabama and LSU, because I got a couple of good friends from Alabama that's, and they're like the underdog, I guess. So I'm looking forward to watching that game. Who else plays this week? Penn State and Minnesota, I believe. I'm looking forward to watch that game. There's a lot, man. I'm going to just be flicking back and forth all day.
Jalen, obviously you've been around Aaron maybe a bit. Is there ever any double take that, that's Aaron Donald, or is it almost like, of course it's Aaron Donald, this is where he lives when he's not?
When I see him, when I first see him, I was like starstruck. Like, this is the dude that I've been watching since I was in high school. Like, I finally get to meet him and stuff like that. And then the way how I started working out with him and stuff for a couple of times was because of Paris Ford. Paris is from here. Yeah, they always trained together since Paris was coming out of high school. So Paris, I told Paris, like, that's my favorite player, and he was like, say no more. Like, and he introduced me to him, and we kind of like clicked, and I asked him a lot of questions and stuff like that.
Was that through 210?
Mm-hmm, yes, sir. Yeah.
Joe, what's it like working out with Aaron?
It's like he's a Corvette and I'm like a Suburban. He's so fast. He's super fast. Yeah.
Have you thought of trying out the knife workout that he did a few years ago?
That's a little dangerous, man. A little dangerous. Told you, a Corvette, man. I'm like the like a Tesla. You know, he like that Lamborghini. And, you know, I get up there, but he out of there. He's super fast.
But if you graduated from like a slower car into a Tesla,
Yeah,
have you
yeah,
seen the results though?
Yeah, definitely, of course. My first year was probably a Mack truck, so it's just I'm getting better every year, every game. So definitely been a fun journey so far.
Does he also kind of redefine the body of a defenseman? Because you think of a guy that's big with a lot of weight, but
Yeah, I've said that before. You know, like back in the day, it was like these 6'5", 6'6", like every D tackle was looking like Calais Campbell, and then once like dudes like John Randall and Geno Atkins and AD, people who have like laid that platform that like you don't gotta be the biggest guy. That kind of helps us a lot.
You know, Coach said the other day, I think it was after the Georgia Tech, you know, defense wins championships, but it seems like in college football, I mean, you watch offenses enough, and it seems like you watch Pac-12 long enough, it's 58-50 all the time.
No doubt.
Do you guys consider yourselves a bit of a, maybe even the ACC, the Clemson plays really good defense, like in this league, that actually matters, that defense is actually a difference maker?
No doubt. You know, the offense sells tickets and stuff like that, and, you know, we depend on each other a lot, but what we've been doing a better job is, you know, like, say, for instance, the offense doesn't score, we always try to say, like, is our defense outplaying their defense? So we don't really try to look at the offenses and, you know, if they throw an interception or anything like that. Like, for instance, they turn the ball over and it's sudden change for us. We not panicking no more or none of that. Like, we just poise and going out there and execute.
Do you guys have, I assume you have statistical goals every week that markers you try to hit. Is there a sack goal every week, or is it?
It's a sack goal, but I'm not going to say it because it's too low. You know, we aim for the stars, and me and myself, I don't set goals because I'm trying to break the bank. You know, I go into the season, I'm not trying to set goals. I just want to do better than I did last year. So.
You tell Coach Partridge those goals are too low? I mean, or do you like to?
We know within ourselves, you know, they got their statistics and analytic people and stuff like that, so I let them do that. You know, the coach is going to coach players play. So we don't look at the analytics. We go out there and ball.